Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back. If you guys caught the part one of this Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro Gramz reading, my apologies for the harsh, abrupt ending. I ran out of storage on my camera, so I couldn't combine both parts. So my apologies for the way that video ends and for the way that this video is starting. Okay, so before you guys get too deep into this part, make sure you guys go back and check out part one of this reading. So my apologies. It took me forever to try to clear up some space so I could come back and finish recording. But in the last part that I was recording, part one, we ended on the Five of Swords showing up for Milagro. Okay, so again, I'm not going to rerun through the entire reading, you guys. Just go back and watch part one because it's a seamless continuation into this video, okay? But Five of Swords, this can either talk about determination, winning at all costs, sometimes a harsh argument, conflict between one or two other people, um, malicious gossip and things like that. And I'm understanding that some people may view the way that Milagro kind of delivers her opinions, it can be seen as kind of harsh, and again, malicious almost. So that's showing up with this, but I feel like with this Five of Swords, I mentioned way earlier how she's very optimistic and very hopeful. So she can be very determined that things are going to go her way, or just very determined to keep the peace and, again, be cool, calm, and collected throughout this entire ordeal. And again, I do feel like I mentioned in the first portion of this video, the first part, I feel like she kind of contemplates back and forth about like starting a new endeavor, doing something totally different than what she does now with the social media blogging commentating space. And I got that in my very, very first reading I did for her and Megan months ago, that she was kind of contemplating that. But I feel like she wants to stand her ground and be determined, and not just be bullied or pushed off the internet, basically. Okay, which is fair. I understand. You're not going to just bully me off the internet. Like, this is a free internet space that everybody can use and share their opinions on. So you're not going to bully me out of my spot. I'm going to clarify this Five of Swords. And yeah, there could be like some type of harsh arguments or conflict within her personal circles, her personal home life possibly, but I don't want to dig into that because that's not what this is about. Okay, what is this Five of Swords, please? Page of Wands, okay. Page of Wands could be going in a new direction. I just said that. Like, she could contemplate or fight, have like this internal battle with going a new route or a new direction. The Page of Wands is usually good news too. Something to be eager or excited about. A good piece of information. That's why it's giving, yeah, it's like more so determination and stand your ground. And yeah, you're not going to bully me off the internet on saying what I want to say. Page of Wands is a messenger. Okay, what is this? And you have the Nine of Cups at the bottom. Okay, what is this? Five of Swords and the Page of Wands. And we're going to get into a totally different deck. And then we're going to get into Megan's portion in a moment, you guys. Okay, what is this Five of Swords and the Page of Wands? Ace of Cups. Okay, nice. And then the King of Cups. Okay. So again, I'm sure she could have like a lot of emotions or a lot of feelings regarding this situation. King of Cups, they feel a lot, but they're really, really good at kind of keeping a poker face and kind of keeping their feelings and emotions under wraps. They're very like emotionally mature, for lack of a better term. Okay. That is that Scorpio energy. Yeah, the moon again showing up. Okay, kind of like your intuition. Then you have the Queen of Swords here. That would be the other person on the other side of the table here. The Queen of Swords, the Aquarius. Okay, so Yeah, a lot of emotions about this. Again, I feel like there's some there's some type of like secrets here or something that's gonna come to light or be revealed. I feel like through this case or through this court proceeding. Okay, some type of truth. Okay. Ace of Cups is like, again, a new beginning, a new start. She's got a lot of people that really love and admire her, though, Milagro. So I think she really appreciates that, like, wholeheartedly. Okay, and I'm going to use a different deck for Megan, and then I may circle back to this. I may circle back to this and just kind of see what the outcome may be like for each party. Okay, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups in the reverse. Three of Cups, well, is this Three of Pentacles in the reverse? So again, it's kind of like working, they're trying to put it on her like she was working or colluding with people for money or something like that. But I don't, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, if she was working with other people or, you know, being paid to do what she does from a particular party, this would be in the upright. But I don't even really read reversals, but it's showing up in the reverse. So it's like, and I did see the Nine of Pentacles before, which would be like an independent person. Five of Cups in the reverse. So it's like, I don't really see her feeling that bad or feeling guilty, because it's like, feel bad or feel guilty for what? Not working with people you keep telling me or keep spewing that I'm working with. It's giving like lack of cooperation, lack of collusion or something. And they want her again to be sad, down and out, give up, just go away. And I don't think she's gonna do it that fucking easily. Okay. But okay, let's get into another deck. Again, like I said before, we're gonna switch decks and use a different one for Megan, just in case some of the same energy needs to pop up. Okay. And again, you guys, like I mentioned before, make sure you guys go back and watch part 1 of this reading before continuing here in part 2, because I'm not gonna just go over the entire spread again and again and again, you guys. But yeah, on Megan's side here, the last deck I used, we had Vampire, okay, like Bloodlust, Cursed, Immortality. Then you have God showing up here, and Victim. I do kind of feel like she's dipping and dabbling with certain entities, okay, with this Nightmare and Alien card that are literally like unworldly. I had God show up for her, Omniscient and Almighty, but when you're dealing with these people in the industry, it's like, what God are we referring to? Because occultists, Satanists, they believe in God. They just don't serve the same God maybe you and I would. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And I see some type of like, almost coming through as like God's wrath or karma. You have her showing up here as a victim, but I think Rock Nation is really good at that, making professional victims. You had a roamer showing up, so someone kind of just being a little lost in the sauce, wandering around, la da 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 da, and it's kind of just giving like a witch hunt and digging for information that's kind of not really there. And she better be careful, because with Megan here, I got isolation and antisocial. It's like she could end up in a situation where people are going to like kind of just leave her high and dry. And if you guys, you know, haven't noticed, her original legal team, which was Alex Spiro, Quinn Emanuel, and them, they're not on the board with her anymore. So she's got a totally different legal team at this time that she's utilizing. And she was definitely told multiple times, and you guys can go back to the very, very first reading I did with Megan and Milagro. She was told numerous times to kind of just let it go. It'll be a gamble. Kind of just leave it alone. The case just overall. So she didn't listen, being very stubborn. And so now, you know, here we are. Okay. And of course, her lawyers are going to keep doing whatever she asks because they keep getting paid for it. So, you know, you want to spend your money and waste time, then okay, that's kind of how the energy was coming through. And I do see something here about her mother showing up and her possibly, allegedly wanting to have a baby. Okay. I feel like she kind of goes back and forth with that, or she's trying to do it, but maybe in the back of her mind knows that really wouldn't be the greatest idea. I don't know, something like that. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Hold on a minute. All right, guys. So we're gonna, like I said, get to a different tarot deck for Megan. Let's see what her energy is like at this time, the energy around her at this time regarding the situation. This is making any sense to y'all, definitely leave a like on the video. If you, again, are hearing this reading, make sure you guys go back to part 1 and watch that and then come back to this video. Okay, but let's see, what is the current energy, please, when it comes to Megan at this time? Thank you. Ooh, 4 Wands. Okay, 4 Wands is showing up. That can talk about reconciliation, marriage, yeah, the home life, stability around the home, parties, celebrations, gatherings, things like that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if her and Clay are like renting a house together. They bought a house. Okay, but I think she's moved in with him, or they're living together. I know marriage is on Clay's mind, but I feel like with Megan, like, I don't know, I feel like maybe in the back of her mind, again, subconsciously, I don't think it's something she really wants to do, but it may make sense to do right now. Yeah, 5 of Cups in the upright. I think she'd end up being disappointed. Ace of Swords in the reverse. If you guys know the Ace of Swords upright is the truth, clarity, okay, a new idea, or just things being straightforward and honest. But in the reverse, so she could be saying, like, you know, she wants to get married and do this, that, and the third. But in reality, it's like, not really, you know. But let's see. Again, we got the feminine energy. There's a pregnant woman on that card. So, let's see. What is this 4 of Wands about? In regards to Megan, please. Ooh. What is this? 5 of Cups again. Damn. Yeah, I know you guys just seen me shuffle. This can talk about, again, sadness, regret, or a disappointing decision, finding out disappointing news, depression, even regret for something. Maybe even, yeah, 3 of Pentacles. Maybe even like sadness or regret. I don't know, for something that occurred at a house party, okay, if you guys want to go back that far. But I have to clarify this. Why is this here? Crying over spilled milk with the 5 of Cups here. Looking at the glass kind of half empty versus half full. That's more like a very pessimistic energy, you know? Why is 5 of Cups here? Oh, Queen of Cups. Technically, that would be Milagro, because she is the Queen of Cups when it comes to this reading. I just saw 1313 on the timer. Queen of Cups is someone who's a little in their feelings, in their emotions. They could be very strong, intuitive as well. Yeah, this is giving, like, I'm hearing Lover Girl. I think that was one of her last songs she put out, Lover Girl or something. Oh, wow. It's like she's trying to, like, change her whole image here. It's like the death to the hot girl summer energy, or like an end to the hot girl summer persona. Maybe because it's not paying out as much as she thought it was, or like it used to, I should say. This Page of Pentacles in the reverse. But I feel like with this 5 of Cups here, this is giving me, oh yeah, look. Yeah, this is giving me someone who is like out of touch with their intuition, or not too happy with it. Obviously not too happy with Milagro. Again, she's the Queen of Cups in this dynamic. Then as I'm looking at the deck, you got the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Someone who's very frustrated, upset, maybe a little flustered, ready to go, rushing in with communication, like an urgent message. Then you've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. A lie. She just doesn't like Milagro, like the things she be saying. It's like, she doesn't like what she says. Like literally, like in her feelings with this Queen of Cups about maybe, again, the harsh way or the harsh delivery from this Queen of Cups. And it's giving like being frustrated or upset with this Knight of Swords, with, again, with what's being said or what's coming out or being revealed in this situation, in this case. Again, you guys got to go back to the first portion, the first part I did, because I already said a few times there's going to be some type of flashlight on certain things that Megan doesn't want to talk about or that she doesn't want to be highlighted. You know, if you guys go back to her documentary where she was talking about the interview with Gayle King, she wasn't expecting Gayle King to ask certain things. You know, she was like, well, why? I thought we were supposed to talk about this. Why are you asking me about this? I kind of see that happening in this trial. And with this Ace of Swords in reverse, it's like she may kind of have to resort to not being honest about something. I mean, that's not unusual for Megan, it seems like. But yeah, so let's see. What is this? I just saw the Four of Cups tried to show up. The Star, okay, Aquarius energy. That is Megan's energy. Technically, this can be being like the star of the show, celebrity, being very looked at in the spotlight. If not, somebody who's healing or who needs to heal. I just heard something about a spiritual cleanse. I mentioned that from Milagro too, about like needing or a spiritual cleanse would be very beneficial. There's a lot of like negative energy work being done or projected, I should say. Queen of Cups and the Star. Yeah, so like I said before, you guys, it's kind of giving like in one breath, they want the general public or again the basis of this case for Milagro to be just some nobody that's just out here talking crap. She's not important. Nobody pays attention to her. But then in the same breath, it's like you're spending all this money on this lawsuit and putting such a highlight on her when people with much bigger platforms than Milagro have said kind of the similar things that she has said. So I think she's viewing Milagro as like, I'm not saying like a celebrity or like some famous person, but even Megan, because I'm on her portion right now, even Megan is viewing Milagro as just not some random run off the mill person online just talking. So even like subconsciously, Megan knows that Milagro has got a lot of star power, or again, like a lot of fans, a lot of admirers, and her star power shines a lot brighter than what they tried to make it out to be. I really hope that makes sense, you guys. So this whole idea of, oh, she's a nobody, she's nothing, not even Megan views it that way. Like, even Megan knows she's not just some random nobody. Like, come on now. And that, you know, her voice or how her delivery, especially during the Tory Lanez trial, she got a lot more traction during that trial. Yeah, like there's a certain eye on her now in a particular fashion. So, and Megan knows that. Okay, why is this here, please? And it's weird because I feel like maybe Megan is trying to heal still or going through a healing process. But she's got like so much on her brain, like in her emotions, in her heart, that I feel like it's hard to heal from, especially when you, again, allegedly may have lied on certain people, may have done certain things to other people to get to where you're at, okay? Allegedly. Why is this here for her, please? Four of Cups. I told you, I just saw this, and now here it is showing up. The Sun in reverse. Queen of Swords. I told you, like, there's something here about her having to get up there and lie or not wanting something to be exposed. Literally, the Four of Cups to the Sun. You don't want something. You want to ignore something coming out. You don't want people to see or hear or ask you and get your truth about something in particular. Four of Cups to the Sun in reverse. Yeah, oh, look, and the Tower. Because if something is highlighted or a light is exposed on it, that's not going to be good. Whatever this might be. I don't know exactly what it's relating to, but whatever it might be, it could cause a Tower moment. Four of Cups, again, is like ignoring, or I had the Four of Cups come out for Milagro too, like ignoring texts, calls, not wanting to talk. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. If not, being bored, apathy, and things like that, you know. Rejecting offers. Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. I told you, it's giving like maybe, and the Tower again. Maybe you guys just seen me shuffle. That's why I feel like she could be rejecting marriage, but maybe she'll just do it just because it sounds good or it'll help her image and things like that, but not because she genuinely wants to. Okay, what is this? What is this? Rejecting a celebration, or like not having an unrequited offer to a celebration here. Okay, the King of Wands. Yeah, we know who that is. Oh. And look what's at the bottom, the Devil. Oh my gosh. This is definitely someone who's like a bully, an aggressor, someone who like abuses their power or abuses their leverage. Very heavy lustful energy here. And we know she's a woman, so it would be the Queen of Wands. But the King of Wands, this could be the Sagittarius man in the background, kind of the puppet master controlling her strings, right? Or again, maybe just her very like lustful nature showing up here. Again, an unrequited offer to marriage. It just may be good for her image, right? With this King of Wands, Queen of Wands, they're worried about their outer look, their image. The Devil card, again, maybe like more so materialism, narcissism, obsession, a liar, manipulator. And again, very lustful energy. It's like, and I'm not here to say that people can't change that about themselves, because they can, but it's giving like, Clay, why are you trying to turn a hoe into a housewife? I'm sorry, but I'm sorry that it even came through like that, but yeah. And you have this King of Wands with the Five of Cups. Again, I think the King of Wands is more so the person behind her pulling the strings. You guys know who I'm talking about. And you have the Five of Cups. It's like they're not very happy with this, or she's not very happy with these people, because I feel like they have kind of been ignoring her, or kind of left her to the wayside, left her to deal with things on her own. Yeah, look, you can't make this up. The legal situation, the court case, it's like they're not around as much. You can't make it up. The Emperor in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. It's like they're not around. The people that are behind her pulling the strings, or again, the management people, the people that are, I guess, in a lot more control than what we are supposed to know about. They're not really helping her. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, lack of collusion, lack of cooperating, the lack of help and assistance. It's like, girl, you have to figure that shit out on your own. Okay? Wow. All right. Well, so I definitely see she's feeling very isolated, kind of left out in the cold in a way, or just even rejected. And this King of Wands with this Five of Cups, it's like being disappointed in the Sagittarius man, or them being disappointed in her, or again, not being happy with the situation, being rejected, things not going your way, even though you have all this abuse of power and control, right? What is this Queen of Cups, please? King of Swords. Yep. That, I mean, damn, this just, okay, this, wow, okay, yeah, so the King of Swords came out. I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles at the bottom. It's in the upright, yeah, Page of Swords. I told you, someone like may have paid like a private investigator or something on Megan's team, or her herself may have hired a private investigator, or they watch Milagro a lot, or this is just Megan, like she watches Milagro a lot, but she doesn't like what she says about her. She could agree with Milagro on other things, but once it's about Megan, it's like, oh no. Or anything that anybody says that's not in a good light regarding Megan, she doesn't like it. Okay, but this King of Swords is showing up. That could be the judge, the court. Okay, and what I was gonna get at was, I hate to say this, you guys, but I do feel like the judge is kind of paid off here with this Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords. It's like an offer may have been made to the judge in this particular case. I think we already kind of could have assumed that though. Okay. Yeah, and then the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, it's giving... I know you guys are not going to want me to say this. I know you're not going to want me to say this, but was the Queen of Cups telling the truth the whole time? Again, you just don't want people to see it that way or know that. Okay, because again, the Queen of Cups in this particular situation, who I'm reading about, is Milagro. Then it's being clarified by the King of Swords, someone who's a truth teller, very honest, straightforward, very cold, very harsh in their demeanor, though. They don't give a fuck about your feelings for real, but they're going to tell it how it is. They don't beat around the bush. Allegedly, okay? There's a lot of people in her energy too. That's the difference with like Milagro and Megan. It's like there's not so many characters, so many people on her end as there are for Megan. And I'm only like a few cards in. I've got 2 kings and a queen over here. Milagro, I had 2 pages, and a knight. So with Megan, it's like she's got a lot of heavy players, very significant heavy players that show up in her energy. Yeah, and again, I see this, her kind of putting an end to the hot girl summer, hot girl coach type of energy here, but it's a farce. 7 of Swords, it's not what she really wants to do. It would just be a kind of, I guess, like a better for her image. Because she can try that all day, but anyway. Okay. Ooh. One of my candles just fell. My bad. But what is this star card, please? Yeah, I see like some type of her being, yeah, I think she's going to be questioned or I guess deposed whenever Megan gets on the stand. And she's going to be in her feelings about whatever she's being asked or whatever, again, exhibits or whatever evidence, maybe even witnesses being presented. I don't think she's going to be too happy about it. The Hangman. I saw this already. Pisces energy. The Hangman can be stagnancy, things being stuck. Maybe even like a little delayed. Not so much ended and over with, but kind of like a pause or a break. The Hangman can be having a new perspective, looking at things differently, you know, maybe even making sacrifices as well. Ooh. Temperance and the 8 of Swords. I just heard something about a karmic balance. Like karmic balance. I'm seeing the Death card again. 8 of Swords. This is like a mental imprisonment, if not actually feeling like going to jail. I just heard something about hanging up the jersey. Hanging up the jersey. You know how like they retire people in sports and they hang their jerseys or they won't reuse the number again because they're just that popular or famous. It's kind of giving like she may have to kind of hang up being in the spotlights, or there may be a switch in perspective regarding Megan in the spotlight. Okay, because again, the Hangman is a new perspective, changing how you feel or how you're thinking or how you're viewing a situation. And this is like being the star of the show. Celebrity status. She might be viewed differently publicly throughout this trial or afterwards. Okay, what is this about, please? Four of Wands and the 4 of Cups. What is this? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and look, Page of Cups. I'm sorry, Page of Swords. I don't really read reverse, so I'm gonna flip it upright. But the Wheel of Fortune showing up in the reverse. Didn't I just say something about like a karmic debt or like a karmic balance, something like that? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is not really good luck or things not turning out in your favor. I'm gonna flip it upright, but again, it's giving like an unrequited offer or somebody's destiny or something being fated, not going that way. Or again, something maybe you expected or thought to go a particular way. Maybe it's not. What is this? Wheel of Fortune, please? And the Four of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune can just be things changing as well. There's some type of shift happening that she's not happy about, that she's not going to be happy about. What is this? Wheel of Fortune? Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Okay, something about like her money and finances is a little rocky. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, and I see her contemplating, like, I think once it gets to a certain point, I'm not here to guess how long this trial is going to last, but I see her contemplating, like, again, she was already told a while ago, like, maybe, yeah, maybe you should stop. Maybe you should just kind of throw this away and give it up because it's not worth it. So I see, like, this getting to a certain point in time where things are going to kind of shift around, or again, she's going to be asked questions. A highlight is going to be pointed on Megan that she's not going to like, and she's going to be feeling like, dancing around it. I don't know if you can even do that. Can you just drop a case when it's in the middle of trial? I don't know if you can even do that, but it's giving down, like maybe I should have done this instead of this. And then you have this Eight of Swords here, overthinking, overanalyzing, being a little stressed out, feeling bad, feeling guilty about something. And I mentioned earlier, like there could be something here where she's feeling guilty or feeling bad for something in regards to her mom. I don't know why that keeps showing up, but it is, whatever that means. Yeah, and it's giving her kind of dancing around it. Maybe I should do this instead, or maybe we should have done this instead, you know? Okay, what is this King of Wands and the Five of Cups? I see her juggling. Okay, why is this Five of Cups here and the King of Wands? Two of Cups, okay. That's the partnership. But again, I see someone kind of like holding back from like this partnership. Three of Cups, you can't make it up. The collusion, the people working together, groups with this Three of Cups. And then the Devil. It's like not a good group to be a part of, not a good group to work with. Oh, damn, I don't want to say what I just heard, but I think allegedly there's more than just a business partnership between those two. Allegedly. Well, there was. Okay, again, the King of Wands, the Sagittarius man involved with Megan. The Two of Cups. Okay. Yeah, and it's like, you know, the partnership with them working on her behalf. It's leading to like a lot of disappointment here is what I'm seeing with this Five of Cups being there. What is this Queen of Cups and the King of Swords? Ten of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to flip it upright, but that's like someone who's not very happy, or like this is supposed to be my happy wife, happy life card, but in the reverse, Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords in this case is Megan. Damn, I don't, you know, in this King of Cups, I'm just going to say it. I don't think she really likes this guy as much as she may make it seem. The guy that she's with, what's his name? Clay? I don't think she's as enamored with him as she makes it seem. Again, I don't think she really wants marriage the way that she may tell him that she does. It sounds good. It looks good for their image and all that, but Ten of Cups and the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Okay, what is this? To the Ten of Cups, please. Queen of Pentacles almost tried to show up. Okay. What is this 10 of Cups? And that's not, again, like that wife energy. What is this King of Swords and the 10 of Cups? Oh, that could be too Clay, because he's an Aquarius as well. That could also be Clay, this King of Swords. What is this? The Lovers. Yeah, I see her, again, maybe like trying to like focus on her relationship or get a lot out of that man. But again, something makes me feel like with this 4 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, it's like not really wanting it or juggling with the decision. He probably could have already asked her before, like, what do you think about marriage? Or would you be open to getting engaged? And she could have said no. But again, thinking about it, does it make sense? Is this better for my image? You know what I'm saying? The Lover's card is a choice as well, having to make a decision. Yeah, the Moon and the Justice card. Things coming out, things being revealed, some type of secrecy going on in the background. I told you, I think, allegedly, I feel like the judge is already kind of paid off, you guys. So, or maybe just a little biased, if not, like, just paid off. Okay, what is this Star card and the Hangman, please? What is this? The Death card. Yeah, like a major transformation or change, things shifting, if not like a major ending. So I said that already. It's like she may kind of have to shift, or there'll be a change of perspective in her public image. The Death card and the Hangman. Yeah, it's giving like death to the star, or like literally like a hangman to the star here. The Aquarius. Something here is going to change, or there's something that's going to like leave her kind of dangling in the balance in regards to this case is what I'm seeing. Again, I can't say exactly what it is, exactly what her lawyer is going to say or ask that's going to make her. I can't say that, you know, because it could be a multitude of things. And I think that adds to the confidence that Milagro shows, or that she's walking in with this, not just because of her faith in God, but there's something here that's going to be like, oh, I was not expecting her lawyers to bring that up or to ask that. Okay. What is this Death card, please? And the Hangman. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. You can't make this up. I see her. Yeah, I kind of see her like, again, maybe struggling a little bit financially, but you know, you're connected to a very rich man. Look at that. There he goes. King of Pentacles. You're connected to a very rich man. Okay, NBA legend damn near, Klay Thompson. Yeah, so it's like maybe her own finances are not doing that great, but the person she's attached to, you know, I'm sure he'll look out for her, but this is kind of giving me someone who's left out in the cold, and they're going to feel it. They're going to feel that shift. It's going to go from being like, you know, the darling to feeling very abandoned, left out, not sure what to do. This is giving me someone who's not used to being looked at in a negative fashion, you know, or they just simply don't like it for real. 5 of Pentacles is financial hardship, or feeling emotionally detached, emotionally drained, or again, it's kind of like almost getting kicked out of the cool kids club. I don't know why it's coming through like that, but yeah, I see like a major shift in her public image or something, or her finances. Okay, what is this? Let me get another one on this King of Wands and the 2 of Cups, please. Again, I see some type of partnership here. Okay, what is this? Judgment in the reverse. I'm going to flip it up right, but this is definitely giving me like, I already mentioned earlier in the last part I did, the part 1, about some type of like karmic debt, or like karmic justice, or something like that, okay? But another decision, another choice. It's like a wake-up call, a judgment call being made. Yeah, this is giving like not a lot of peace, not a lot of balance in this situation, a judgment being called. That could be a wake-up call too. It's kind of like Archangel Gabriel blowing the horn, literally. Yeah, and look, you got the devil showing up again. This is probably like the 4th time the devil card has showed up. 3 of Swords, the Emperor in the reverse. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, and then you've got the 8 of Swords here. Yeah, again, feeling guilty, feeling bad. Yeah, it's kind of like judgment is going to be called on this toxic situation. Okay, with the devil here, Archangel Gabriel blowing the horn on the devil, literally. Yeah, this is, I almost feel kind of like weird. It's almost giving like, feels good, but then not really good. I kind of just see her, like Megan, either not being too happy. I keep saying that about what's showing up or what comes out. I see her kind of contemplating a decision here about making a huge shift in her image, or again, maybe just a huge shift in her life with settling down, getting married and things like that. But I don't know. I see something here changing kind of almost at the drop of a dime. And I don't think she's going to be too fond of it or like it too much with this 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, well, let's see. I want to get into one more tarot deck, you guys. And I just want to kind of see like what the outcome would be or what the energy feels like outcome-wise for both of them. I'm going to use just one deck completely different from the other 2 I just used in case some of the same cards need to show up. But we're going to hop back to Milagro real quick and just kind of get a general real quick what would the outcome be like. Okay, again, is this making any sense to y'all? You guys enjoy this style of reading? Definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free to do so. Share if you care. Subscribe. I would love to have y'all here, part of the family, okay? But let's see from Milagro, please. What is this general outcome looking like regarding this trial or this lawsuit? What is the general outcome looking like, please, in regards to Milagro and this suit, please and thank you? The outcome right here, please and thank you. Oh, the Star. Okay, and again, guys, I'm asking what the outcome may be like or look like at the end of this for each party. We're on Milagro right now, so we have a Star card. Yes, that can be Aquarius energy, but I'm not asking about that. As far as the outcome, the Star card is a wish fulfillment. This is a good card. Okay, a good omen, spirituality, dreams coming true. Again, kind of being the star of the show, celebrity status, you know, being kind of front and center. I mean, regarding the question I'm asking, that is a good card, but let's continue. Let's see. I know people on here don't want me to say anything positive in regards to Milagro, most you know, the Megan Warriors or whatever, but again, you guys can just Google what these cards mean. You don't have to listen to me, but what is this Star energy, please, regarding Milagro and the possible outcome, please and thank you. 8 of Cups. Wow, that's so funny. Now, didn't I say before, guys, and in part 1, how maybe the Aquarius person in this situation should have just walked away? I've gotten that before, too, a long time ago, where it's like she may kind of be forced or end up walking away or letting it go eventually. But now that we're in a trial, I'm not even sure if that's possible at this point, but that's kind of just being reiterated here. 8 of Cups. It's kind of like, as far as for Milagro with 8 of Cups, that can be walking away and following your intuition, kind of being a nomad. This is also someone who's very independent as well, like the 8 of Cups energy. You don't mind walking away and doing something that's best for you on your own. But she may be able to like walk out of this or like walk away from this. Okay, what is this? What will be the potential, possible outcome, please and thank you, in regards to Milagro in this case, please? Ah! What is this? 4 of Wands. Again, guys, you can just Google the meanings of these cards. This is a pretty decent card regarding the question that I'm asking. The home environment, celebrations, weddings, marriages, a reunion, right? It's essentially like a yes card. That's why I feel like she could potentially like just walk away from this and just go home. I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, she's not on like at risk of going to jail or anything. But okay, why is this here, please? As far as a possible outcome. Milagro, please. And regarding this lawsuit, would be a possible outcome. Please and thank you. Yeah, Four of Wands is like a celebration of some sort. Now, when I got the same card for Megan, it was clarified with the Four of Cups. So kind of like maybe, again, ignoring or being rejected, something. Okay. So let's see. What is this? What's a potential outcome, please, in regards to Milagro in this situation? Justice card? I mean, with the star, we're literally talking about a trial, a lawsuit here with the star card. Again, like a positive omen, a wish fulfillment. Yes, this is kind of like being posted all over the internet. If I'm not mistaken, TMZ is reporting on this too. So yes, we know it's kind of popularized right now because of who it's attached to. But again, the question I'm asking is what could be the potential outcome of this situation? You've got the Justice card and the Star. You get the Justice card, that is a positive omen, usually fair, just, equality, the truth, right? And the Star, again, guys, Google is a great source. You don't have to listen to me, okay? What is the potential outcome of this, please? What could be the potential outcome of this? Three of Wands. Waiting for your ships to come in. Moving on, moving forward. Expansion. Across distant horizons. I mean, what? Again, guys, Google is a great source. Just look it up if you don't want to believe what I'm saying. But the Three of Wands is literally like expansion or traveling, literally broadening your horizons a little bit. Moving on, moving forward. The girl's back is completely turned and looking toward the future. Again, like I said before, I do feel like she may contemplate about doing other things or going into another business venture. But I don't see her necessarily completely abandoning the the online commentator blogger sphere. Okay, what is this, please? Let me get one more in regards to the possible outcome for Milagro, please and thank you. Knight of Pentacles, okay. Just generally, it's like another yes card, another positive card. The Knight of Pentacles is things moving a little fucking slow, or money maybe slowing down a little bit, because this is not free, okay? Going to trial, paying all these fucking lawyers, it's not free. So I see her money has definitely like slowed down a little bit, but it's not stopped, because the Knight of Pentacles is more reliable. It's for sure, it's certain, it's more stable, but it can take a little while to get going or to come in. Okay, what is this? And if she does have to pay anything, I don't see it being like an exuberant amount of money, really. Okay, what is this? A possible outcome, please, from Milagro? Oh, well, I don't want to say that, but okay. Oh, wow. Okay. You got the Ten of Cups showing up. Okay, again, another yes card, another positive omen. Again, kind of like happy wife, happy life. You can go home now, do what you do. Happiness, success, the white picket fence, the whole 9 yards. 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, just across the board. What is this, please? Let me get one more in regards to the outcome possibly from Milagro, please and thank you. Oh, Three of Swords, okay. Three of Swords in the reverse, but I'm going to flip it upright anyway. And you have the Page of Cups. Okay, the Three of Swords, I do feel like she's hurt. I think this situation like has caused a rift. I do feel like, again, in her personal relationship. I keep seeing that. Give me one more, too, please. But I do feel like this is going to have like a very lasting effect on her just in general. I do. Why wouldn't it, right? Understandable. The outcome, please, and thank you. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's another very positive omen. Now, like I said before, I do feel like if she has to pay anything out, I don't think it's going to be like this exuberant amount of money. I don't think they're going to try to go after millions of dollars from Milagro or anything like that. So that may hurt a little bit, but it's kind of like with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like a new beginning, a new start, or like their finances being rejuvenated anyway. After, again, like a slowdown, a period of things kind of being a little tied or hemmed up financially, you know? And you got the Nine of Cups. Okay, this is giving someone who's like a reporter. She kind of looks like a journalist or some type of reporter of some sort. But the Nine of Cups is a happy card. Smiling from ear to ear, success, having a lot of achievements, a lot of accolades. Yeah. So, I mean, Nine of Cups here at the bottom as well with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like, shit, as long as at least this shit is over with. I don't know. I see something here going in her favor, but it may kind of either take a little while to get to that, or there's going to be some type of tower moment, mic drop moment that occurs that is going to bring some type of finality to this or work out in Milagro's favor. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Okay, and I'm going to switch decks. I do have another tarot deck I can use just in case some of the same cards need to show up. Okay, we're going to go to Megan and just kind of get what the possible outcome may be in regards to the situation, okay? Some possible outcome regarding Megan and this situation with Milagro, please. A possible outcome for Megan, please and thank you. Five of Cups again for her. Wow. Okay. So now you guys know I got the first card I got. I'm asking the same question. The first card I got from Milagro was the Star. Same question for Megan. The first card I'm getting is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is disappointment, sadness, regret. Looking at the glass half empty versus half full. And look, you got the Empress in the reverse and the Nine of Swords. Stress, anxiety. I'm telling you, if she gets pregnant or gets married, she's not going to want either one of them, I feel like. Or one comes before the other. I think she's going to be very disappointed or stressed out if she goes forward with that decision. Either a baby or marriage. But what is this possible outcome, please, regarding this situation with Milagro? Please and thank you. Possible outcome, please, for Megan at this time when it comes to this case. Oh. What is this? The Strength card. Okay, that can talk about confidence. The Strength card can be, again, holding back as well. Maybe not saying what you want to say, or courage, having the courage to speak up and say something. Page of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So maybe, again, like her money's slowing up just a little bit. I'm not saying like going broke, but, you know, maybe just slowing down the money that she was making. Maybe endorsements slowing down a little bit, possibly. I don't know. Or again, like I said before, if Milagro has to pay something, it's not going to be some crazy amount. Okay. What is this? What is this as far as the outcome for Megan, please? And thank you. Death. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, the Death card. And I kept seeing the Death card for her. Again, Scorpio energy, an ending of some sort, or a major shift, a transformation, a major change taking place. Wow. You have the Ace of Cups at the bottom and the Five of Swords. Wow. I feel like she emotionally manipulates the guy that she's with. I'm not even going to lie. What's Clay? I keep forgetting his name, but Clay. There's nothing to do with what I'm asking, but I just got that intuitively. Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups. But yeah, the Death card. Again, I'm asking the same question I asked for Milagro. What could be the possible outcome of this? I see a major shift in her public image here. What is this? Three of Wands. It showed up in the reverse, but again, I'm not reading reversals for this. So Three of Wands here. Again, another energy of expansion. We just got that from Milagro as well. So this can talk about looking at waiting for your ships to come in. Again, expansion, traveling, doing things or business overseas or across state lines. Three of Wands to the Five of Cups. It's giving like, yeah, like a delay or being disappointed that you can't expand. Because again, you have the Three of Wands with the Justice card, the Star from Milagro, the Knight of Pentacles. It may have slowed down a little bit, but it's not stopped. But with Megan, it's like the Five of Cups, it's here. It's like being disappointed or not happy with what you're presented to move forward with, or not being happy with how things are going, the trajectory of this situation with her. Okay, what is the possible outcome here for her, please? Possible outcome for Megan regarding this situation? The World. Wow. The World is like a closure, ending of a cycle. Yep. Things coming to the culmination of things. Wow. Yep. The World is like the wrap up. And again, things going viral, things being seen all over the internet, all over the world. I'm telling you, there's going to be some type of mic drop moment. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen or where it's coming from, but yeah, it's giving something is going to come out or happen or be said in the midst of this trial that she's not going to be too happy with. What is this outcome for Megan, please, and thank you? A possible outcome, please. Queen of Cups again. And again, who is the Queen of Cups that we're talking about in relation to this situation? It'd be Milagro, right? Look how like happy this woman looks, free, enjoying her life on the damn beach, la-di-da-da-da, okay? And again, I do feel like with this Queen of Cups, somebody who it can be in their feelings, in their emotions, highly intuitive as well. With the Death card here, what is this, please? Possible outcome. Again, I just see them trying to like close the chapter or put a complete end to Milagro with the Death card there showing up. What is this? The Emperor. Okay. I see this Emperor like going another route, another direction though, and she's not happy about it for real. What is this? And again, the World, again, closing up a chapter, closing up a cycle. The Strength card can be kind of holding back. And it's not really it's not helpful for her, is what I'm seeing. But what Ace of Swords, okay. But with the World, it's kind of giving like being cut off, or the Ace of Swords is like truth, clarity, new ideas, communication as well. That's why I keep seeing it's giving like, was the Queen of Cups like telling the truth the whole time or something? I don't know, but let's see. Death card and the Queen of Cups as far as the outcome, please. I just keep seeing her getting like cut off. Okay, what is this? The outcome, possibly, please. Oh, okay, that's too many cards. What's the possible outcome, please, in regards to Megan in this situation? Damn, Three of Swords. Okay. Yeah, Six of Wands in the reverse showing up. That's not good. The Tower in the reverse. Didn't I say how like some type of mic drop moment may happen where it's gonna like affect her status or affect her public image here. The Six of Wands in the reverse, and you've got the Ten of Swords upright. Ten of Swords is like an ending or betrayal, backstabbing, or just misfortune of some sort. Damn, or the Queen of Wands, hot girl summer. I told you she's trying to kill that image. And then you have the Three of Swords showing up. That fell out. Heartbreak, rejection, loss, separation of some sort. Damn, and that makes sense. It's like if there's some type of switch or rebirth or some type of new chapter here, or again, was the Queen of Cups in this situation telling the truth the whole time, creating this Three of Swords. Heartbreak, loss, separation, endings of some sort. Wow, okay. Six of Swords, yeah. And again, I'm asking what the outcome might be. It's like, you may have no choice but to kind of walk away from this or let it the fuck go. Five of Pentacles, again, kind of being left out in the cold, running out of money financially, or this cost a lot of money to take things this far. Feeling alone, left out in the cold here. I don't think she's used to that. Or she's not going to be used to that or too comfortable with it. You know, again, the general public not being on her side or something like that. Outcome. Okay. Ooh, damn, the Devil. I think I'm just going to leave it here. The Devil again. As far as the outcome, that's not a good look, you guys. That is not a good look. Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Devil. This is giving me somebody who is, again, in a whirlwind of trouble, maybe financially or security-wise, heartbreak, some type of loss. The Devil card, they're looking hella confused. Like, how the hell did we even get here for real? You know, just... And I'm definitely sending, you know, well wishes and prayers to both of these ladies. Because I can imagine it's probably a little stressful and hectic for both of them financially, just emotionally, along with their personal lives. So, especially when you're in a situation like Megan, you got all this damn guilt in the back of your mind too. And the Devil card for your outcome? I don't like that, but I think I'm going to leave this here, you guys. Make sure, again, you guys go back and check out part 1 of this reading before you finish up here, okay? This is a lot. This is probably definitely one of my longest deep dives I've ever done. So I think I'm going to leave this one here. You guys can take what you will from it. Google is a great source. You don't have to listen to anything I'm saying. Chat GPT this video, whatever the fuck y'all got to do. But I think I'm going to leave this here. So definitely wishing both of these ladies the best of luck. Sending them well wishes, especially you, Milagro, okay? So keep the faith, stay positive, you know, and things will work out in their best favor when the time is right. Okay, so be patient, you guys. Things don't happen in a matter of a day or a week. So just be patient, stay vigilant, okay? Use your discernment as well. But I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.